What's up, everybody? Justin here, back with a new Who's Better show. What is Who's Better? It's where I decide who I think was better, and it's between a faction. Two really good factions, groups, whatever you want to call them. Both of them had three-man factions. Both started as three-man factions. One stayed a three-man faction for their whole run together. Actually, one of them had a replacement at a TLC. I think it was TLC 2018. One of the groups had a replacement for one night only. Kurt Angle was a member of them. But that's the only time. The other group, the other faction had a couple members. At one point they had like 5 members. Either 4 or 5 at one point. So who is this Who's Better show between the Wyatt family versus the Shield? Now some might say, if you're younger than me, if you were a kid like 7 to 8 years ago when the Shield debuted at the end of 2012 at the Survivor Series in 2012, maybe you were younger, I don't know, but maybe you think the Shield, and I've heard some young people, I don't want to sound like an old man, but some young people actually think, I've seen it on Twitter, that the Shield was the greatest group, the greatest faction of all time. So many fangirls loved the Shield. So many. And I don't blame them. They love Ambrose. They love Roman. They love Seth. They loved the Shield. If I was a female, I would have probably loved the Shield too. Because 3 good-looking guys together. Ambrose is absolutely nuts. The guy's off his rocker. But maybe a lot of females obviously think he's hot. Renee Young does. She married the guy. I think Renee Young has a really wild side. I'll just say that. But back to the Shield versus the Wyatt family. Who's better? But to me, the Shield was never the greatest faction of all time. The Horsemen, 4 Horsemen in the 80s were better. The NWO was better. DX was better, in my opinion. So, here we go. Who am I going to start with first? I'm going to start with the Wyatt family and talk about some of the good they did. They were together a couple years, like 3-4 years, I think. So I'm going to talk about some of the good they did and some of the not so good. First, let's talk about the good. Or maybe the bad. Let's talk about the bad first. The bad is Bray Wyatt. The guy was the leader of the Wyatt family. You had him job to John Cena way too much. Bray Wyatt losing to John Cena should have never happened. Especially at WrestleMania 30. Wyatt should have went over. The build-up was pretty damn good, or maybe it was the build-up after WrestleMania where they had a steel cage match. They had a cage match. They had a last man standing match. But Cena kept winning. So the bad about the Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt lost at WrestleMania 30. That was not the right decision, in my opinion. And Cena also won, I believe, at Payback 2014. I think it was Last Man Standing. Also, more bad with the Wyatt family. They were not treated very good. In the beginning, they were. When they debuted on the main roster, they debuted on the main roster in July of 2013. They were treated pretty good until like 2014, 2015, and adding Daniel Bryan. They weren't booked good. So, again, the bad is having Bray lose to John Cena in 2014. They were not that good on the main roster. WWE and mostly Vince McMahon, you dropped the ball with the Wyatt family. You really dropped the ball. Because they were not pushed enough, in my opinion. Bray Wyatt did not get the WWE Championship until he was like by himself. He was by himself. He should have won it when he was in the Wyatt family. So, WWE creative on the main roster, you dropped the ball with the Wyatt family. That was bad. You had Bray lose to John Cena. That was bad. You added Braun Strowman. They didn't need him. The Wyatt family, Bray, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan did not need Bray. Not Bray, Braun. The Wyatt family did not need Braun Strowman. They just did not. They also did not need Daniel Bryan. Also, more bad, Randy Orton even joined. I mean, he played him. He played him like a fiddle. And eventually turned on Bray Wyatt and burned down the house that Sister Abigail was buried or something. Something weird. I forget what happened. Someone started digging up Sister Abigail. I think it's Bray or Randy in the house or some barn. Anyways, Randy Orton burned the damn thing to the ground. And I doubt we'll ever see Sister Abigail appear on WWE TV. How could she? She's dead. Unless she's like a walking dead zombie. And that gimmick, Sister Abigail, in my opinion, the gimmick would not be any good. Because it'd be too similar to Rosemary from Impact or Sue Young when she played the Dead Bride. The only way Sister Abigail could work, in my opinion, is if they brought in Rosemary to play her. If they don't bring in Rosemary, then I don't want to see Sister Abigail ever on WWE TV. So, now let's get to some, as I said, the bad. Having Randy Orton kind of join, and him and Luke Harper became tag team champions. That was bad, in my opinion. And they didn't get pushed enough. I already said that. Now let's get to some of the good about the Wyatt family. And you didn't make Bray WWE champion soon enough. He should have been champion a lot sooner than he became champion. Again, they started in NXT. Just like The Shield started in NXT. In The Shield, Rollins, Roman, Seth. Wait, what did I say? Rollins, Roman, and Dean. They were already in the company in 2012. Maybe 2011. Before NXT when they were in FCW, but they were not together yet as a Shield. They got together as a Shield in NXT, I think in 2012. Or late 2011, I'm not sure. But this is about the Wyatt family, some of the good, and they debuted in NXT on November 2012. Then they got to the main roster July 2013. They were NXT Tag Team Champions. I think is Harper and Bray Wyatt were NXT Tag Champs. I forget. But they were NXT Tag Champs. They were SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The Fiend. Not The Fiend, but Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, they were tag champs. On SmackDown, they had the free bird rule where they could all be involved in a tag title match. So they were SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Some of the highlights, some of their best feuds and matches in the WWE. On the main roster, the Wyatt family tore it up. Had a great feud. It was kind of short-lived, but had like as far as I remember, 2 or 3 really good matches. Elimination Chamber 2014 versus The Shield. That was really damn good. Also, April 14th episode in 2014. April 14th, 2014. The Shield against the Wyatt family on Main Event. Back when Main Event actually was live on Tuesday nights. It was like live I think in 2014 it was live on the network because the network was brand new. Basically, I remember watching a lot of main events and live tweeting them when the network first started. So you had the Shield take on the Wyatt family on Main Event. That was good. They feuded with Kane, John Cena, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, and the Shield. Again, some of their best matches were against the Shield. Elimination Chamber 2014 on Monday Night Raw in 2014 and Main Event on April 14th, 2014, or maybe just sometime in April in 2014. They were, let's see here, Extreme Rules. At Extreme Rules, I think in 2014, it had to be 2014. At Extreme Rules, Bray Wyatt defeated John Cena in a cage match. It was about damn time Bray Wyatt got a victory over Cena. So again, some of the good about the Wyatt family, they had good feuds, they had really good matches together. 6-man tags mostly, and Bray Wyatt against John Cena or Daniel Bryan, mostly one-on-one was good. Bray Wyatt against Randy Orton was pretty good stuff. But the Wyatt family was kind of dying already, in my opinion, then. They had a House of Horrors match. Everybody loves to bash it and make fun of it, but I was entertained by it. I was entertained by Orton burning down the damn house. I thought that was great. Entertaining stuff. So the best the Wyatt family did was SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And Bray became WWE champ, but the Wyatt family was almost like dead then. So now let's get to... And the Wyatt family was really good. Really great idea. Really innovative. Especially in NXT and the video packages before they debuted on the main roster were damn good. Really entertaining. Creepy. Like a horror movie feel to them. The video packages of the Wyatt family. Like in the middle of nowhere. Around the swamp and stuff. That was good shit. But they were at their best, in my opinion, in a tag team. They were a lot better. The Wyatt family, all 3 of them, were a lot better in a team. Now Bray, of course, Bray Wyatt's the biggest star of Harper and Rowan and Braun because Bray created The Fiend. And Luke Harper's out of the company. The guy's definitely going to sign with AEW. I wish him luck. He's very, very talented big man. He's a very talented big man. So now let's get to the Shield. Some of the bad about the Shield, they pushed Roman Reigns way too much. They pushed Roman way too much in the Shield. In my opinion, this is how I saw the Shield. As a group, I saw Seth Rollins as the best worker, the best wrestler. Pretty good talker too, but the best worker. I saw Dean Ambrose as the best promo guy out of Roman and Seth. Dean Ambrose was the best at talking and promos. And he was also a very good worker. And third, I saw Roman Reigns as third in the group. That's just me. Obviously, the company saw Roman as the top guy. They're not really pushing him anymore like a top guy. That is for sure. Well, I did hear rumors it's going to be Roman against The Fiend at WrestleMania 36. I don't really care for that match, but it's going to happen. And I hope The Fiend wins and retains. So, the bad, all I gotta say about the bad is they pushed Roman too much. Now here's some of the good with the Shield. Some of the good, all three of them, in my opinion, all three of them could be top guys. And they could have been all three top guys. But they did not push Roman the right way when he was by himself. They just kept shoving him down our throats. But all three guys in the Shield were top guys. And according to CM Punk, he's the guy that came up with the Shield idea. I don't know if I believe that. I don't really care if he did. But CM Punk said he wanted different people in it. He wanted Chris Hero in it, who is Cassius Ohno. I don't know if he wanted Roman in it. But I think he wanted Seth, Dean, and Cassius Ohno as Chris Hero in the Shield. So they're all three were top guys outside the Shield. They really were. Rollins, as I said, the best wrestler and worker. Dean Ambrose was the best at promos. And then Roman was third. The Shield were tag team champions. Rollins and Roman Reigns were tag team champions as part of the Shield. Dean Ambrose was U.S. champion. The guy held it for like ever. I think like very long time, like over a year, he was U.S. champion and barely defended it on TV. Hardly ever. But Seth and Roman defended the tag titles a lot more, I believe, than Dean defended the U.S. title. Their top feuds were with John Cena, Team Hell No, the Wyatt family, the Rhodes brothers, and Ryback. And a little bit, the Shield faced off with CM Punk a little, but it was not a feud. Really. Maybe it was. I don't remember. Some of their top matches, the best, some of the good about the Shield, some of their best matches. There's Survivor Series 2013, or 2013 at Survivor Series, they had a really good match. They made their main roster debut at Survivor Series 2012. TLC 2012, they had a really good 6-man tag. WrestleMania 29, they had a good six-man tag. Elimination Chamber 2013, the Shield had a good match. I think it was a six-man, I'm not sure. They had a really good match on Monday Night Raw against Team Hell No. They had a really good match on Raw against The Undertaker and Team Hell No on Raw. I think that was 2013 or 14. So, they also the Shield took on Team Hell No and Ryback, as I said, TLC 2012. The Shield was a really good faction. Good faction and good catchphrases. Believe in the Shield. Put all your fists together. And fist somebody. Anyways. Who's better? Now I'm going to decide who's better. The Wyatt family or the Shield. I was a bigger fan of the Wyatt family. Just their gimmick and the faction was creepy and different. The Shield was kind of different, but not really. They were just pushed a little bit too much. And Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns are better off as singles stars, singles wrestlers. They were good together. They had a lot of good times together. They were champions together. When they broke out of the Shield, you had Seth become WWE champ. You had Roman become WWE champ way too much. Or Universal champ way too much. You had Dean Ambrose win the WWE championship on SmackDown in 2016. At the end of 2018, I believe, you had Ambrose and Rollins win the Raw Tag Team titles. So outside the Shield, Ambrose, Roman, and Rollins had way more success than the Wyatt family did outside of the Wyatt family. Because the only guy that's had a lot of success out of the Wyatt family is Bray Wyatt. So who's better? I have to give it to the Shield. The Shield. Yeah, I gotta give it to the Shield. Because they fucked up the Wyatt family with Bray losing to Cena and Randy Orton making a joke out of the Wyatt family basically and playing them. Like Bray and Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, they had no clue Randy was going to turn on them. Well, they should have known. So the better faction is the Shield. But I was a bigger fan of the Wyatt family. But the Shield together, the Shield, I believe were together longer, I think. Maybe not. I think the Wyatts were together longer. But the Shield, in my opinion, had more success than the Wyatt family. The Shield was the better faction. The Wyatts were the cooler faction, and I liked them more, but I gotta give it to the Shield. Hope you enjoyed this new episode of Who's Better between the Wyatt family and the Shield. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Leave comments on who's better videos would you like me to do next. Name some wrestlers, put them against each other, and I'll do a who's better on them. Some future who's better shows that I got planned for 2020. Who's better between Eddie Guerrero and Owen Hart? Two that passed way too soon. Also, who's better between The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin? Who's better between Goldberg and Stone Cold Steve Austin? Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan, who's better? So again, if you want me to do a who's better, put some names down and put them against each other, I'll think about it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye for now, everybody.